Hey, what's up everybody? This is Josh from My Alpha Empowerment, and today's topic is get through her security system. And I am so pumped about this because this is going to be one of the most important lessons I will ever teach you guys. It's so crucial, you can't deny it. Okay, so the reason I use the idea of a security system is because it's really good. It's a good comparison because think about it. What is the purpose of a security system? To keep out intruders, people that are not wanted there. And this sounds kind of harsh, I know it, but weak guys to beautiful women are intruders. They don't belong in her life because they're only going to accept men who add value to them. And a guy who knows where he's going and a guy that has self-control adds tons of value because he really stands out. And guys like this are hard to come by. They're very hard to come by. And I want you to be that guy. I want you to be that guy that can literally walk up to a woman and immediately spark attraction with her with your presence. And if you pass these tests I'm about to share with you, it'll make her attracted to you even more. What you guys got to realize is 99% of the guys have no idea that a woman will put you through multiple tests throughout dating and throughout a relationship. And if you are unaware as a man, it can be very, very frightening and very, very scary because you feel like your woman is leaving you. So the first security checkpoint is the man test. And what this is she really wants to know if you're all you're cracked up to be. You know, just because you're a male, it doesn't make you a strong man. You've got to make a choice to be decisive on dates, to know where you're going on this date, and to be the leader, because that's part of being a man. And it's really not that hard as it seems. It really is very, very quite simple. And how you do this is you simply take the lead, like I said. So when you go on a date with a girl, let's just say you're going out to dinner. You don't want to be like, well, should we go here? I know this really good restaurant over here. Do you like that better? Are you sure? Are you sure you like that? I mean, because we can go over here. We can always change it. You know, and it's very, very non-decisive, and it shows weakness. And you guys might think this is so nonchalant and it's no big deal, but it really is. Okay, and if you want to be successful, you've got to stand out to her. And one of the ways you stand out to her is you pass the man test. Okay, checkpoint number 2, the clingy test. This clingy test is probably, I would say, the hardest test to pass. Because when your emotions get really, really involved when you're with a girl, it can be really hard to pull back. And how she does this is she'll either A, ignore your text, B, not show up for a date, or C, just flat out ignore you. And this sounds so harsh, and it's like, why do girls do this? Why do they have to put guys through these tests? Why can't it just be simple? Why can't you just like a woman and then she likes you back? Well, it is like that, but there are things you've got to keep in mind. You cannot pass this test being clingy. If you guys have seen my other video, I give the description of a vine and a tree. And somebody that is clingy represents that vine, and a real man represents that tree. And what this vine does, for its support, it has to weave through that tree. And I want you guys to be the tree, not the vine, because the tree stands on its own power and its own support, and it doesn't need anything else for its structure and stability. And in order to pass this clingy test, you've got to become that strong tree, preferably a redwood tree, bigger than the mall, because you're going to really, really stand out. So ways that you can really, really butcher this test is you can be in constant contact with her, like texting every single moment of your day, and it comes across very, very immature and extremely needy. You can't come across like this. You've got to make sure that she sees you have a life outside of her, that you're not totally reliant on her communication to keep your ego and your confidence up. She's got to know that she can walk away at any moment and you will be just as confident without her. Let me say it again. She's got to know that if she walks away from you, you will be just as stable and confident as if she was still there. This will show her you are extremely strong. Because like I said, 99% of men out there can't do this. It's really hard. And when their woman takes off, oh no, they freak out. Okay? And I'm not saying if you're going through a breakup, it is hard. But I'm not talking about a breakup right now. I'm mainly talking about the first section of a relationship when you start going on dates with her. I'm talking about the initial stuff. Because you're allowed to hurt when you have a breakup. Okay? But not on the first and second date. You can't be that attached to your woman without even getting to know her. I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to hold a drum roll, please. Because this last and final third security system checkpoint is my favorite. Okay, I'll give a thumbs up for the third test. This test is my favorite because it really forces you to be strong. And that test is called the mission test. She is going to, especially later on in a relationship, test to see if you have a mission about you, if you've got goals ahead of you, and if you're here for a specific reason and a specific purpose in mind. I have to say, your girlfriend does not count as your mission. Why do I say this? Because in the past, I've made this mistake by making the girl I'm with, by making her my mission in life. It's like she was my mission every day waking up. My mission was to text her as soon as I wake up, or to get that bump of validation from her that in reality I don't need that. But your validation comes from knowing who you are inside. And your mission has to be separate from your girl. Because the moment she becomes your mission, she will start to lose attraction for you. I promise you this. And it's going to hurt when this happens because you're not going to understand why. You're going to be sowing lots of time into her. You're going to be giving her so much, and it's going to feel like you get nothing in return because you're really not going to get much in return. I want you guys to focus on developing your talents and looking inside here for what you're really blessed with and what you're really good at. Because I'm telling you, even if you don't have any talents right now, there are some inside of you. Even if you don't see them, I see them. And you know what I see? I see lots of guys looking within and seeing amazing things that they have in there internally. I want to talk briefly about the reason why women do this. They do this to weed out the weak men. It's really that simple. I'm not going to make it any more complex than that. She does it to weed out the wimpy guys. So if you want to stand out to her, you've got to get through the security system checkpoints. To recap, the first security system checkpoint is the man test. Second is the clingy test. Last but not least is drumroll mission test. So go get your mission on, and women will love you for it, and they will respect you tons.